name is Jennifer and welcome to part 23 of Rags to Riches Vampire Edition, and it's the middle of the night. Bryce did come home and he did get his promotion, but we also have news. Megan is eating for two again, so we have another new boo on the way. Let's switch over to Megan, because we also have Tabitha crying away because she has a dirty diaper. We could just see this, find out what's wrong, even though we can tell, which is why I don't actually use that interaction very much. Go on, come check on your baby. And then we'll change her diaper. And she's reached parenting level 7. And let's see. Do we see the little diaper? I missed it. Oh, there we go. There's the diaper symbol. I didn't miss it. It was just kind of slow. So why don't we give her a little cuddle and a little bounce, and let's just check on Megan's needs. She needs to go to sleep, and she will need to take a shower in the morning before she goes to work. So Bryce, I did make a little bit of a change again to the house. I created this area that I always intended to be like a little, downstairs rec room area, and I actually put the TV that used to be upstairs downstairs and got them a new TV upstairs and bought them another gaming console. Though I suppose I could have just moved the one upstairs downstairs, but I just grabbed another one. But he's still tired, so I'm going to have him go back to bed and we will be back in the morning. Well, it's morning, and I see, just as I was about to start recording, that Tabitha is crying. So I had Megan play some games because she was tense, because she is a geek, and let's have her come find out what's wrong again. My guess is Tabitha is hungry, but we will age up Tabitha at the end of the workday at the end of, and I'm right, she's hungry. Let me just get her fed. She's bouncing her. So what I also had Megan do was write an excuse note for Sylvia so that Sylvia could stay home from school, so that we made sure that we had someone home to look after Tabitha. I know that Bryce he's out there making some sunlight resistance. Oops. Cocktail. I saw some flames in the background for Sylvia to have, because I tried to look and there weren't any in the fridge, so it looks like they were all gone. So Megan is off to work. I don't know what Sylvia's doing. Oh, she's repairing that. Okay, that was broken, and because I have a club gathering going and I have repairing things in the club gathering. She's reached level 3, and I was going to have her, when she finishes, well, I didn't realize she was going there, but since she's started, I will let her finish it. I was going to come and have her come socialize with the baby, but she is tired, so there's really no point. Did I tell him to make 3 drinks? Nope, he's just making a drink on his own. And the reason I had Sylvia, let me get these walls cut away, or down actually, because it's just in my way. I was going to have her drink and then go out and do some stuff, because the plants need looking after. Though I bet you we have the gardener here, would be my guess. That tree's in my way. There we go. There's the gardener. So I was going to have her go out, which is why I was having her drink that, and that was why I had him make the drink. But maybe we should have him, when does he go to work? He also needs to make some food for his work. He had to make some drinks. So he goes to work actually pretty soon. And I don't think he's maxed his charisma. I get confused. I tend to forget, because I have so many Sims who max their charisma. And once you max your charisma, you can call. What is he doing? He's singing. You can call and negotiate a bonus, and it also helps boost you closer to a promotion, which is really kind of very handy. So I'm going to open that and put that drink in the fridge in particular, because that's one we wanted. And this dim and gusty, it's 57, which is more than if I sell it here, as opposed to putting it in the garbage, it would be 40. And I suppose he could have drank it. And let's check the rest of his needs. He's actually a bit hungry, and he needs to have a shower. So we're going to have him... Actually, you know what he needs to do? He needs to create 3 types of excellent food. So we are going to have him cook. I think he's maxed both his cooking skills. No, he's not maxed his gourmet cooking skills. So we'll actually have him make some gourmet food, and hopefully it'll be excellent. And we will also be able to work on our gourmet cooking. So I'm going to do the garlic noodles, and I'm not going to use fresh ingredients. I tend not to, because usually I find the value, like if you look here, let's just do this. I'm going to cook a gourmet meal, and we'll have it checked to be fresh ingredients. And it would be, honestly, it's $16. And if I say not to use the fresh ingredients, it's $16. So, or 16 simoleons, I should say. So it doesn't help in the price. And what is the value, out of curiosity, of our garlic? It's not really worth very much. It's about 6 simoleons a piece, but still, you'd think it would go down somewhat. So it actually would cost me 16 plus 6 if I used it. But that's not the reason I'm doing it, because what we can also do is we can make garlic objects with our garlic, and also we want to keep some. So she's finished. Now, we didn't actually need you to put that in there. We could have sold it and made some money off of it, but luckily the sunlight reversal drink isn't that expensive. So we're going to go water. Have her go water, since she's got that, and she's got sun protection, which we've used before when Bryce was a vampire, for 4 hours, so she can go out and do some stuff outside, especially because Tabitha is sleeping. So I had her stay home because I knew that Bryce was going to be working today, and I didn't actually check their schedule, but I figured that if we had if we had Sylvia stay home, then the baby would be covered. And because he works at 2, and I think Megan comes home at 5. I do. So there would have been 3 hours where there would have been no one here to look after Tabitha. And of course, we could have had a nanny, but I actually prefer to have a nanny for a toddler, because they can do a lot of the stuff on their own and they can ask for help, whereas a baby can't ask for help. So you're kind of at the mercy of the nanny doing the right thing to look after the baby. Usually I find they're very good, but I didn't really want to take a chance. So that's why I decided to keep Tabitha home today. Sorry, Tabitha. Keep calling Sylvia Tabitha. That's why I decided to keep Sylvia home today, so that she could be around to look after the baby. So, but though we maybe should have the nanny come so we can get to know the nanny and be friends. Oh, baby needs to see. You don't need that check ruts wrong. You can see right there. She already... Oh, wrong sim. Of course she can. She's not here. So we need to switch over to one of the others. She's playing her instrument, which she has maxed the violin skill. So we're going to come over and change Tabitha's diaper, and we're going to give her some attention. And this is what I generally do with babies, is whenever I need to either feed them or change their diaper, I try to give them the attention too, so that I find usually they're either hungry or they need a diaper change. The odds are they don't need attention, because if you work on their attention just all the time when you feed them or change their diaper, they're usually good for attention. So I don't find babies actually that hard to look after, even though you can't technically see their needs. Though, of course, with the parenting skill, you can find out what's wrong, or do this, if you get to level 10 of the parenting skill, you can do this super efficient baby care, which they just do everything all at once. But I usually don't. I do that sometimes just for the fun of it. Oh, he's over there making drinks again, because that's what he does. What time is it for him for going to work? He works in 2 hours, and he is making a silent film, and he doesn't need to, because he has maxed his mixology skill. Okay, so she's done with that. And did you finish looking up after outside? Why don't you come harvest? Can't harvest that. There's nothing on that tree, but some of the other ones have something on it. So why don't you come and harvest all? And I had her working on the freelance botanist. Where is she in terms of this protection? It's 2 more hours. So she should be fine for a little bit, and we can always, not like she's going to burn up immediately. And he's making another drink. Oh no, he made a Tang and Zing. He's just making drinks galore. So I'm curious, how much does this Tang and Zing cost? 63. That's all there is to harvest, really. I thought I saw some garlic. There's lots of stuff to harvest. That's not all there is to harvest. What's she getting for? Andre Vittore. Oh, he wants to go on a date. he came over last night and they were flirting and stuff. And they're not actually boyfriend, girlfriend. Question. I think will be fun. We'll go. I wish that we could do this differently. I guess I could cancel, but I think I'd be best just to accept the date this way. And I guess the baby will just go to daycare. At least it's a baby and not a toddler. We're going to go on a date. We'll be there when we get there. So we're here at the solar flare, and I got them inside right away. Let's see what they want to do on their own. Oh, okay. And she looks like she's going to have a drink. Is she hungry? I didn't think she was that hungry, but okay. I didn't tell her to have that. They're just doing their own thing. It looks like he's showing her something funny. They seem to be doing all right, all on their own without me doing anything. Recite love poetry. Let's see how that works. Maybe they need to work on their friendship a little bit. Their romance bar is like, oh, but embrace came up, so we'll do that. The thing is, I don't know if we don't interact and do things, whether we want him to we want it to be a good date, is what I'm saying. We'd like to have happen. So we can't ask him to cloud gaze. That would not be good for him. She was okay, but he was not so good. I saw him burning up when they were outside. Why don't we come and sit and chat here together? Because oftentimes when you have dates, actual dates with scores, they want you to sit and chat. And I'm not exactly sure. I have seen where, nope, Bryce is off to work. And the baby's at the daycare. He can work hard. I don't know if I ever told, yeah, I did tell Megan to work hard too. So we're going to sit there. It's not really the most hopping place, I have to say. We don't want to rat. We want to go over here and we want to maybe whisper sweet nothings. She doesn't really want to do anything to do it. I don't know whether they'd get embarrassed, but the benefit of being teens is it doesn't matter because Sims can't die from emotional deaths when they're teens. So all she actually wants to do, other than to be friends, everything else is pretty much romantic interactions. Can we do some? Oh, good, there we go. Brighten day. There's a friendly one. Heartfelt compliment that helps her manners, though her manners are actually maxed. She needs to work a little bit on her responsibility and her empathy is what she needs to do, but she's pretty close on all of them. We'll take a quick look while they're talking there at her simology, and her manners is actually maxed. Her responsibility is just over the range. Conflict resolution is all the way up. Emotional control, because we have her do lots of things, because that's actually very easy. Oh, it's so nice to be someone I can talk to for hours. That's a good sign. I don't know what you're gonna go write, seriously, in the middle of your date. You're gonna go write in your journal. You're gonna fill your journal in on what's going on your date. That's pretty funny. I think now's not the time to be writing in your journal. I guess it's exciting for you. It is your first date. As far as I can remember, I don't think we've gone on a date before. And now the question is, do we ask him to be her girlfriend, her boyfriend? They seem to have a pretty high up romance, and she seems to want to do a lot of romantic interactions with him. Let's see. Let's make a move. And tickle. Yes, they actually had their first kiss. I should probably put a picture of it. I'll insert it right after the date, so you can have it's the same as every first kiss, but they did that in the daytime after the dinner party. I had Sylvia ask Andre over. What is she doing there? she had to move away. Tease flirtatiously. Oh, you look like you're having a good time, Sylvia. Okay. We already asked if he was single. And he was at the time. I suppose we could ask again. No, we don't want to try for a baby. Give a massage. There's lots of people around, but it doesn't seem to really matter. We can whisper some more sweet nothings. What is that bright light? Is that just the drink? I had to go back and see what was going on. Snuggle. That's a nice one. And my goodness, she doesn't really want to do anything friendly. Ask about favorite author, maybe? I don't know. Everything. We can make a vampire pun. Oh, and she wants to ask him to be her boyfriend. So why don't we do that? Since that came up as an actual thing. How do vampires flirt? By batting their eyes. So here we go. Is he going to say yes? Yay! He said yes. Attempt to seduce. Passionate kiss. And I like that kiss neck disappeared. Let's see. And the desk is over. The date is over. And Megan came home from work because it's 5 o'clock. I just paused that momentarily. Is he gonna go? Okay. I guess we'll go home. And then we'll end it. We'll age up Tabitha is what we'll do. And then that'll be the end of this part. It's a little later than I originally was saying I thought we would go to, because I thought we would wait for Bryce to come home from work before we aged up Tabitha. But I also happen to notice that we have a cow plant over here. So I don't recall whether we had ever ticked that off under the nature aspiration freelance botanist for Bryce. We had not. So now all he needs to do is evolve 10 excellent plants. And of course that will help all of them if they're working on the freelance botanist aspiration, which is one of the nice things when you're doing it in a family, that once one person does it, it's not actually that hard for everybody to do it, as long as they get their gardening skill up and do all the little things, because the 10 excellent plants covers everyone in the house. So since we have done that, I'm just going to sell it. I don't like to keep them. I find they die on me, and they're worth 475 simoleons if you sell them while they are alive, and if you let them die, I think they're like 20 or 24. And we can just plant another one when they need it, when they reach that stage, which they're not at that stage yet. Though mind you, I could have kept it because Sylvia is actually, all she needs to do is graft 3 plants, and then she will be at it at that level. But oh well, we'll have to plant another one. I'm pretty sure I saw one cow plant berry in somebody's inventory. There we go. It's worth 38 simoleons. We'll stick that out here. I had Sylvia ask Andre to become her best friend because their friendship bar had gone up far enough to do that. I don't really care who. We'll leave that for now. It's not a big deal, because what we're going to do, as much as poor Bryce's fun is tanking, we are going to, he's level 8 of parenting skill. Perfect, because he's just going to become a parent to a toddler. So let us go and age up Tabitha, and that will be the last thing we do in this part. Let's see, what will she have, red hair or black hair? I'm looking, normally you can see the picture, but I'm not seeing a picture. I guess we'll have to wait. Now that's the thing. What's the trait to be? I will be back in a minute. So I decided I would go to the, see if there was a random trait generator for toddlers. And there is on the SimsLegacyChallenge.com site. And I got silly. So Tabitha is going to be silly. So that is our little one. And she is a little brunette just like her mummy. So here's our Tabitha. I'm going to pause it and get a picture. There. I need to zoom around. Oh, too late. He's already put her down. Is she crying or laughing? I can't tell. And there's Auntie Sylvia. So that's it. We have our little Tabitha, and she looks, well, she has her mummy's hair. I'm not sure whose eyes she has. Can't really tell. I'd have to go look at what color eyes. I'm pretty sure blue eyes, and I'm pretty sure that ours have green. Sylvia and Bryce have green, so that looks like she's like her mummy. So she's acquired the movement skill, and we are going to end it here. So thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much.